What is up, guys? Happy 4th of July, and welcome back to the
Yay!
channel, Game on the Grind, and improving your mind every single video that we do. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel before we get into today's topic, which is going to be not watching this movie called the new Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny bullshit movie. The reason why you should not watch it is because it is a waste of time and a waste of your energy. We're going to talk about why in this video today. Hope everyone is enjoying your holiday. We did. I'm exhausted, but we're doing this video because the show must go on. Not the show of the show we're going to talk about, but our show and the way we do things, talk about self improvement on this channel. So, why? We're just going to go right into it. Why should you not watch this movie? Simply, it will give you no value. If you watch a movie like Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, at least you get that testosterone burst. At least you get that cool. Or if you watch Avengers Infinity War, you get to see Thanos be a G. Or if you watch Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, you get to laugh and you get to understand that if you aim first, you last. But when you watch, and you can watch the original trilogy of the 3 Indiana Jones movies, which depicts Indiana Jones as a badass.
The Last Crusade is the best one, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah,
I
Mike,
love that
Mike,
one.
Mike might be right about that.
I love that
But
one.
even the beginning scene of like Indiana Jones, in the beginning scene of the first Raiders of the Lost Ark, when you see him, you barely see his face, and then the guy tries to get the gun on him, but he does the thing, and it's like, oh crap. So yeah, it's really, and then this movie kind of depicts, of course, full spoilers, but this movie kind of depicts him as like a, just like every other Luke Skywalker ish.
I don't understand. Now I'm gonna get annoyed because Lucasfilm has done this with every franchise that they freaking have. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Willow, fucking Indiana Jones. They have done it to everyone. They have made them old, decrepit, depressed, and wanting to die. And I don't get it. Why do you want to make your characters like this? I know they've said that they did this with people like Luke Skywalker or whatever because they want them to have like this overcoming story again. But I'm like, why does Luke need to have that when he did that already in the first place? Why does Han Solo need to do that when he was already great? Like, why did you have to destroy him? Why do you have to do this to Indiana Jones when everything was so great at the end of freaking Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Even though Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a mess of a movie anyway, just it left him on such a better note at the end of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and then now you just off screen you've just destroyed his life. I'm like, oh, thanks, like cool, all right. Why? Just why? Why did that need to happen? Like, and James Mangold was the director of this movie. He's the one that directed
He
the
did Logan,
Wolverine.
man.
He did the Wolverine, and he did Logan, and he did. There was another movie he did, and I can't remember it right now. It's if anyone knows and is watching, please put it in the comments or in the chat and remind me. But those two at least I remember that he did, and like Logan was probably one of the better versions. Logan is the best version of like the movies like this. Like Dial of Destiny is trying to be like a Logan copy where it's the older generation person and he's got one last ride and a newer generational character comes in and like is with him and pretty much it leads to the pretty much passing of the torch type of deal. But Logan did that so perfectly, and it was going through with how the Wolverine and Days of Future Past and everything like that, and then it went into Logan. All of that stuff was great. All like that whole entire storyline, like it flowed and was perfect. But going from you know the Last Crusade to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and then going from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull to this movie just makes no sense. It just doesn't. It baffles my mind because everything important that happens into Indiana's life between the previous movie and this movie all happens off screen. You don't see any of it. It's pretty much referenced in the beginning. Well, after the flashback, pretty much when you finally flash forward into present day, it's pretty much referenced right in the beginning, and like you could barely notice, but like you see it, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like you're just very confused, and then you find out later in like a few like 20 plus minutes later into the movie, like it's just so dumb. Like they I don't Lucasfilm has no idea what the hell they're doing with their especially their male characters. You fucking forget it. I feel like every male character that they've produced in the last pretty much since Disney bought them has just been awful. They've been either stupid, dumb, or people like Han Solo, Indiana Jones, Luke Skywalker in these newer movies just poor quality and pretty much depressed and want to kill themselves. That's stupid.
Yeah, well, in this movie, I'm not gonna watch the movie. I'm just gonna. I've seen reviews. Like I've seen enough to know to not go into this movie and not waste any money. In fact, I'm not even gonna watch it on illegal download pirating video because number one, the quality, but number two, I'm just not gonna waste my time even watching some crap like that because I already know some stuff. And I know that the girl character is gonna basically push him around. I know at one spoilers by the way because I don't really care. I know at one point she knocks him out and then he wakes up at like the ending and this is dumb. So I
Yeah,
don't like
because
that.
okay, yeah. So spoilers. Who cares? They go back in time because this is also a time travel movie. Great, like we've seen that so many times. And they're in the past, and Indy like wants to stay in the past and die there or whatever. And but then like she knocks him out, and then he wakes up in his apartment again, and he's got like half of the dial again, and he's just somehow they made it back to the present somehow, and like she I'm pretty sure um she she says that she wants to help him in the beginning of the movie and then like takes whatever he had to try to sell it off to make money and it pretty much is trying to just be like she's trying to be like him but like just a terrible version of or no who's the villain who what was the name of the villain from the first Indiana Jones movie
There's
Raiders.
the Nazi dude.
I can't remember his goddamn name but pretty much she's kind of like him in a sense like her ideology of like taking the things and making money it was pretty much the same but like it's just not it just didn't work the way that it really should have and I don't blame the actors of course for any of this because the actors really don't have as much input. I mean Harrison Ford has some sort of input but like the people who wrote the movie, James Mangold also has a lot of fallback on this. I feel like he could have done better. I also feel like the people who wrote this goddamn movie should have done better trying to make a actual good send off movie because this is not it dog, definitely not. I would rather Kingdom of the Crystal Skull be the send off movie than this.
Yeah, because in the end of that, they're just getting married and everything's
Yeah,
fine. And this movie, like, they just make him a loser again. Like for all the battles that he's faced in the previous movies, being a badass and a hero and everything he does. In this movie, is his stepson or son, whatever. He's killed in Vietnam off screen, so he's dead, which is
yeah,
dumb.
fucking.
That's a dumb decision.
It's probably because they didn't want to have Shia LaBeouf in it.
Yeah, but you could have made another excuse of that. And then he's divorced. Of course, he's divorced because the Luke Skywalker syndrome alone, sad, dumb. Like it's just, and then he's getting fired from his job, pretty much let go. He's retiring, whatever you call it.
Yeah,
He's
retiring.
divorced. He's all like he's just alone. He's sad. Like throughout everything he's done, he's still left just nothing, which is just kind of a fuck you to a male role model hero character. Just like they said, fuck you to Luke Skywalker in the dumb Jedi movie. I can't even pronounce the name because I just hate it. I can't even think about it. Dumb Kathleen Kennedy movie. But they do it to like all these, even Predator. They messed that up with the last Predator they did, not the mid older one, like the one with the Predator.
It was
or
like
whatever
like 20. What was that?
2018 or something like that.
2018. Wow.
But they make all these movies and they just make all these male characters dumb. And then the woman comes in, the woman saves him, the woman's better than him, and it's feminism. And it's just like it doesn't inspire. It's just a waste of time. It makes the character that we used to love just dumb, and it just destroys my brain cells. So we're making this video basically to say it's not even worth your time. You're better off hitting the gym. You're better off hanging out with your friends. You're better off doing anything, being social. Better doing anything than watching this movie. It's not even worth it. Just go watch
the original ones.
Yeah, go watch. Yeah, go watch the Last Crusade. Just go. I'd rather just watch Temple of Doom. Just watch the.
Watch Temple of Doom just for the complete death that happens.
Yeah.
All the fucking morbid death that happens in the middle of the movie. I would rather watch. Honestly, I'd rather watch the first and third one. To be fair, but I mean, like all the first three movies of Indiana Jones were great. They had great story. They had beautiful cinematography. Like Steven Spielberg, George Lucas. They are a great dynamic duo right there. And they knew exactly what the hell to do. James Mangold, he's a great director. I don't want to push it off as saying that he's not good at what he does, but man, I don't think he did a good job in directing this movie. I guess he did the best he could with the script, but I mean, even with that, like I feel like the script, people who wrote the script needed to, they need to get their head out of their ass because it, from what I've been told, how this movie goes and the storyline and everything is just awful. It's just not. It's just not Indiana Jones. Like there's certain things that are. A lot of people have told me that the first 20 minutes of the movie, which is pretty much the flashback that they normally do for a lot of these Indiana Jones movies, is probably the best 20 minutes of the movie. But at the same time, you're also bringing it to what else the rest of this movie is, which the rest of the movie is just not good. And like the CGI, as far what I've seen from like screenshots and stuff, look good in certain parts. Other parts it doesn't look that great, but I mean like it's still like you got to think of it as still just see like de-aging CGI. So, it's whatever because I mean like look what they did with what Peter Cushing in Rogue One. It was just it was fine, but it was fine for the time, but it just doesn't look that great. And I don't I just don't like I just don't like that the aging stuff. I don't like that um, you know, like what they did with Flash in the Flash movie where they had what's his face? Christopher Reeves,
Yeah,
where
which
they
is just
where they had him in there and they CGI'd him in like it
yeah, I don't know
wasn't
about that.
actually any of his footage. It was just they made him. Like I don't like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. It's kind of feels icky.
Well, you guys have to understand that the reason they do this is because they don't have anything good now. They're
Yeah.
not Hollywood's not creative anymore, so they have to take everything old and bring it back because they can't make anything good that's new, which is very sad. And a lot of it's like woke agenda because they don't want anything to be too manly because then the studio won't fund it. It's just somewhat a mess. We're in. Like America is so dumb and weak right now. It's pretty sad. Even though it's 4th of July, of course, we got. I mean, I respect people who fight for the country, but at the same time, it's like it's just like we keep disrespecting our own country and our own people, and we feed them garbage media and garbage movies, and we like creativity is dying, or creativity is alive, but it's being sheltered. Well, it's being hidden by forces that won't let them, won't let directors have creative freedom, and the whole Hollywood is just a mess. And a lot of books won't be published because some people they're just not even allowed to write. It's what a crazy world, but basically it's just not even worth seeing this movie. It's not even worth watching Indiana Jones be a cuck. Just be sad and lonely for 2 hours. It's not even worth the hassle even going to the theater. You might as well just watch our videos. Honestly. You might as well just watch the old Indiana Jones movies or like just old movies that actually like even Roadhouse. Like just watch anything but that. It's not even worth it. Watch the original, Star Wars trilogy. Watch like really good superhero movies like Captain America: Winter Soldier or Infinity War, the first Iron Man. Just go watch anything. Just not the new Indiana Jones. It's not worth it. Watch Goodfellas. Watch some Die Hard. Just watch the good movies.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah, I don't want to watch these movies anymore. Like these like any of these types of movies that are kind of similar to this where it's like it's a sequel of like a very old I wouldn't say old, but like a long-standing franchise and some of the original characters that are still in it, they're a lot older and so like they want to, they're trying to do a send off. I don't want to watch those types of movies anymore. Like Logan was one thing and like it was hyped. It was super hyped. When they announced this movie, I was like, are they really going to do another one? Do they not know how old Harrison Ford is? Like, how are they going to make an Indiana Jones Harrison Ford is 80 years old?
yeah,
like,
they should have just
like,
left it alone. But money,
yeah,
money.
and and another thing is, I heard that the score for this apparently isn't as good as like a lot of the other ones, and John Williams did the score for this. He did the score for all of the Indiana Jones movies and the Star Wars movies. And hearing that the score isn't that great kind of upsets me because to me John Williams is like one of the best composers at least in the modern era. Well, I guess pre whatever in the late pretty much in the late 1900s era. He was a very uh well established composer and very good. Like everything that he wrote and everything that he composed was amazing stuff. And to hear that this one wasn't that great, it kind of it disappoints me. I get disappointed when I try to you know when I hear about these movies that they're in development and that they're gonna make these movies, I'm just like, no, please, just let them ride off in the sunset, like off screen. Like, just don't try to do it, because I know you're gonna try to do it just to get a cash grab. Like, that's pretty much what Lucasfilm was trying to do. Like Star Wars was one thing, because Star Wars, George Lucas already had a sequel trilogy in development that he was writing already, and this is all well documented, by the way. He already had a sequel trilogy. What are they called? Treatments. He already had treatments already written and planned out that he wanted to do, but but then Disney bought Lucasfilm, and he gave them his treatments for them to use, but they just didn't fucking use it. And so, that's why George doesn't want to have anything to do with Disney or Lucasfilm anymore, which I don't blame him, because that's kind of fucked up. And a lot of these like these older franchises that they're doing these things to, it's just it's so frustrating and so disappointing to, like, because, like, we love these types of franchises. We love Star Wars. We love Indiana Jones. We love Predator. We love these Terminator even. Like, they destroyed that too. Like,
Yeah.
it's so disappointing and so frustrating to be fans of these franchises, just to see them just be ruined in front of you. Like,
It's a tragedy.
yeah, it's honestly depressing. That's why, like, when I hear these types of movies, I just don't want to watch them. I just rather hear what happens and then just
I'll
leave
go
it
on
at that.
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'll watch a YouTube video of, like, a 15-minute YouTube video of, like, what happens in the movie. Like, okay, cool.
Right.
That's all I need to know.
Now, the final message of this video is, instead of looking towards heroes on the big screen that are new, like new movies, the truth is you can't do that anymore. Now, the truth is you need to become your own hero now. I think that is the unfortunate truth that people don't want to hear. You need to be the miracle. You need to be the hero of your own story. You cannot look to these new movies, new characters, the way they write things. You cannot try to keep looking for inspiration when you are watching new films and going to the theater anymore. You need to become your own hero. You need to idolize yourself. You need to put yourself on a pedestal and get better every day. It is the only way. And one of the ways you can do that is by going to ButcherBox. You could check out the website. Mike, tell them about that.
Yeah, so we are affiliated by ButcherBox. So a ButcherBox is a subscription-based service that gives you the best quality meats. Go down in our description and go look for our affiliate link down there. Click on that and subscribe to ButcherBox right now. In our channel, if you go to our channel, we have a ButcherBox opening video that I did on the channel, and it shows you what you can get inside. There's a bunch of different types of meats. You can get pork, beef, chicken. You can get bacon. You can get other types of packaged foods. A lot of it comes frozen, so you should most likely put a lot of it in the freezer. But a lot of it is the highest quality products you can get. I've done also a few taste tests and shorts on our channel as well, and you can check those out too. Great quality stuff. I totally recommend you subscribe to ButcherBox, and the link is down below.
Grass-fed, grass-finished meat to be healthier now. So make sure, instead of watching Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny, watching some bullshit, it's going to take you off the grind. Make sure you put yourself on the grind, get into the gym, become your own hero, become something more. Every single day, you have to keep working out. You have to stay consistent. You have to get your nutrition on points. It's summer now. Everyone wants to go to the beach and be sexy and all that kind of stuff. The best way to do that is to focus on yourself, be mindful, meditate, eat healthy, get the money, go get what you're after. Don't let anything stop you. If you're going to look for inspiration from film, go watch anything before 2010. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Let us know in the comment section, what do you think about this new Indiana Jones movie? Do you like it or you hate it? Let us know. Yeah, so like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and you can donate to the Cash App if you want to support the channel. Link in the description below, and we will see you guys in the next video.